What's up guys, I'm back with a brand new kit bashing video. Now I have been working on this video since before the last video came out. The unboxing of the Amazon Jason Voorhees blanks. So it's been going on for like 2 weeks now actually. And I'm not 100% happy with the outcome. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there, but I figured there might be some other people out there who are struggling to do what I was doing. I wanted to make a spaceship 100% out of trash, using no kind of outside kits or toys, just 100% trash, and whatever happened, happened. So if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button, comment down below, let me know what you liked about this, let me know what you hated about this. I think next time we do a kit bashing video, I'm going to try to do some sort of droid from Star Wars, but without further ado, let's get right into it.
Alright, so the first thing I did in this process was just like save up some trash that I had over the past few weeks. I had this ranch bottle that I really liked, and Old Spice like body wash bottle that I liked. I like the stars off the side of it in particular. I had some energy drink bottles and a whole bunch of pill bottles that I've collected over the past several weeks. So that's all the bottles that I had, and when I say I had a bunch of these pill bottles, I had a bunch of them. But moving on from that, after that, I saved up a whole ton of lids, and I mean a whole ton, just different kinds of lids. I had lids off of baby formula. This is the lids off the cereal baby formula. I liked these top bits here. I thought maybe I could cut those off and use those. I had the tops off the baby formula itself, and then the screw-on lids from the cereal. I like the geometry in these as well. And then moving on from those, I had just like a plethora of like different drink lids and like spray can lids, just a whole bunch. I had lids from Monster, I had lids from milk, from regular 16-ounce drinks, lids from pacifier tops that we don't use. And I kind of cut one of these off and thought maybe I could do something with this. Ended up not liking that in the end, but it was a thought that I had at first. Moving on from the lids, I had a plethora of just different trash. This is the scoops from baby formula. I had a bunch of baby trash. You don't realize how much trash babies can make you have, I guess. I had this little toy here from a Wendy's. I like the geometry of it on the top, the little circular bits. Had the Old Spice lid from the body wash, and I liked the star that was on top of it. I had these electrical covers that we just weren't using. I found these little bits from like screws, like I don't know what they were from, to be honest, and then this candle wax container, and then a whole bunch of extra trash. There's even an old passy in there that we didn't like. I see the tape bits, the spoons, forks. I even had a pair of old headphones that I threw in there. After that, I move into just playing around with some of the stuff that I thought like kind of fit together in a cool way. I liked how the Monster lids fit the pill bottles. I had these the cups off of like medicine, and I put them on top of the energy drinks, and I liked how that looked. Also thought I would take one of the energy drinks and put it on the top of the wrench bottle in some sort of way. And instead of putting the regular lid that came on the bottle, I decided I was going to try to make the milk carton lid fit on the top of the energy drink bottle, and it actually fit quite well. I then took the tape roll and started playing with it on the top, and I was starting to get a general idea of what I wanted, so I figured I would move on into like drawing something out. So that's what you're seeing me do here now, is just like take all these bits that I've kind of assembled in these mantic kind of ways and just try to figure out some sort of shape to what I'm wanting to get here. To the left of the screen is the top, and to the right was the bottom. I then thought like, hey, I could probably take like an old box and put some geometry on the top of the ship just to kind of give it a little bit more shape. I liked these, the way these three lids stuck together. I thought I was going to put those on the side, and it actually didn't end up working on the side. I was going to like connect them with some wires, but I didn't like how they sat. Like, they didn't sit very flush on the bottles. So after that, I just moved on into like sanding everything down. And after I had everything nice and evenly sanded out, I just took some 220 grit sandpaper and sanded everything down, just every single thing that I thought paint might not stick to. I went ahead and just kind of tried to glue everything together the best I could, finding some sort of form to the ship that I was going for. Everything's just hot glued together. I really probably should have got some better glue, but this is all I had on hand, and I wasn't going out just to get some glue in the current state of the world. So yeah, everything is just super glued together, or hot glued together, I should say. Taking the tape roll thing and just, you know, trying to find where I want everything to go here. After I had everything about to where I wanted it, I moved on into, you know, just finalizing, I guess, seeing what I can do. I thought I could take this bit here, maybe make a gun of some sort to put on the bottom, and that's what I ended up doing. So this was the basic shape of my ship. Now, after I got the basic shape of my ship, I decided to take like an old thin cardboard box. I think I used a Hot Pocket box, if I'm not mistaken, just to break up some of the smoothness of the top of the ship, like give it some geometry, some interesting geometry on the top there. And yeah, this is what you see me doing here. I'm just trying to figure out a good placement for all these little bits that I'm trying to add, make sure that, you know, everything looks as straight as possible. So yeah, that's what you're seeing me do here. So after I had all this geometry, I went ahead and added it to the top, glued everything on, put those little outlet sockets on there, started thinking about some more geometry I could put on here because it still looked pretty simple to me. I put that little screw bit at the top there and another screw bit just above it. And my idea was that like I could run some wire between those bits, and then these little vent pieces that you see here are actually part of the grips on spray paint cans. So I thought like, hey, that kind of looked interesting here. So I put those on at the top and went from there. I liked this star from the Old Spice bottle cap, so that went on top. So after I got the wires and everything on, I had everything done with the ship. So after this, I had the basic shape, the gun mounted on, everything looking nice, and it's best I could get it, I felt like, out of the trash that I had. I moved on into the painting. I just went ahead and spray painted everything one matte color. And then I probably shouldn't have, but I went ahead and sprayed it with some regular Rust-Oleum double coverage, just so I could get everything to like one uniform color. I probably shouldn't have did any kind of glossy coat on it though, to be completely honest. The glossy coat paint just kind of made it harder for my acrylic paints to stick to it, which is generally why I sanded everything down. But once I had the paint on, I went ahead and painted the gun. The gun fell off in the middle of drying, so I had to reassure that with some extra hot glue. This is the gun after, you know, everything was nice and painted. It's going for those retro colors that I like so much. I then taped off some bits to just kind of give the ship some more geometry when I moved on into the acrylic. This point was that I was going to take some sandpaper and like sand some of these bits down and kind of like try to add some damage to it. I first worked with some 220 grit sandpaper and then decided, okay, that's not enough, so I moved into some 80 grit sandpaper and tried to get some harsh scratches in there, and they still weren't very harsh. It's probably because, you know, this thing has like 10 layers of paint on it at this point. So after I had some heavy damage in there, or what I thought was heavy damage in there, I moved on into making it black wash. I just used a little bit of black tie-dye, like the Rit tie-dye, and then acrylic black paint. So yeah, that's what I used for black wash, and all I did was, you know, run the black wash over the top of the ship here and try to get the black water into the nooks and crannies of the ship, and they really didn't seep down into the damage as much as I like. So probably should have used less of the tie-dye water and more just paint water. Probably used the wrong, you know, amount of liquids to acrylics, you know. So you know, keeping that in mind, if you're doing something like this, just try to keep the liquids at a low and work with more acrylic paint. Also, if you're doing this, you should probably do it on a surface that's easy to clean, because I was just getting black wash everywhere. But once I was somewhat happy, okay-ish, I guess, with where the black wash was at on the ship, and had my table nice and washed off, I decided to call it a day, and gave it another day to kind of sit in my brain, and then I was just kind of like defeated at this point. So I moved on into a clear coat and just decided to call this project done, because this was taking way too much time. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here, just a nice little clear coat. And after that, it was done to the best of my abilities.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, so as you can tell, I was not very happy with the results. Just gave me a huge headache, and I think I dipped my toes in a little too hard on this one. I should probably just keep it a little bit more minimalistic on the next one, but here's the rest of the B-roll. Hope you guys enjoy.